Good morning, good learners. This is Madam Latricia Manda with another lesson of Humanities and Social Studies. Remember, we are in the third week of our online lessons, and this happened to be the lesson number 3. Now, in this lesson today, we'll talk much of culture. This is a new topic, culture. Now, I want you to pay much of your attention watching this video, and if you don't get anything, you have to watch it again and again until you get the points, you get the content in it. So by the end of the lesson, I would want you to define that term culture and also to identify the elements of culture. You have to also explain the elements of culture. So if you pay much of your attention, you get to know all these things after the lesson. Thank you for joining me. Now, we are starting with the definition of culture. What is culture? So culture is the way of life for a particular group of people. Culture is the way of life for a particular group of people. Culture is known by the lifestyle of people. It is known by the lifestyle of people. In other words, culture is a way of doing things that assist people to interact in their communities. And those things that people do in different societies, they help people also to interact. So, moving on with our lesson, let us look at some of the elements of culture. Culture is comprised of various elements that people demonstrate in their societies. Some of the things that people demonstrate in our societies are these things. Number one, we have language. The language that a person is speaking, the way how a person is dressing, the food that people are eating, the music that people love, the songs that people listen to, the dances that people use to dance in different societies. For example, the Gulewankulu. We know that if someone is dancing these dances, Gulewankulu, you know that these are chewas. So even the dances also these are the elements of they help people to be able to be identified, and also the beliefs, the things that we believe to do. Alright, so those were the elements of culture. We have 6 of them: language, dressing, food, music, dances, and beliefs. Alright, moving on with our lesson, I just want to explain much on these elements of culture, because there I was just listing them, but now I want to expound them so that you should understand them better. Number one, let me explain much on language. Language is mainly used for proper communication. If you don't talk, you cannot communicate to a person. So this one also is mainly used for communication, for interaction. Language differs from one place to another. If you go to the north, for example, you see many people there speaking Tumbuka. If you go to southern region, you see many people speaking Chewa, and there are some people there, they are Senas, some people there, they are Lomlis. So it differs from one place to another. If you go to the north side, you see some people speaking Tonga, others are Tumbuka, as I've already said. So we differ from one place to another. And for example, Arabs in Middle Eastern countries speak Arabic. Arab countries in Middle Eastern countries, they speak Arabic. The Ngonis in Malawi speak Ngoni, that's according to their culture. Therefore, in this case, language can be regarded as one of the elements that identifies the lifestyle of people. Another element of culture is dressing. Dressing is another element that identifies a group of people. Same as language, also dressing differs from each other depending on the community. If you are staying in a remote area, you can't put on the things that people in urban areas can put on, because they will see you as a mad person maybe, or maybe a unique person. So the dressing differs also from each other depending on the area where you are staying. Dressing can be depicts the religious belief of people as well as celebrations. For example, the Zulu in South Africa and other places put on animal skins. Arabs have their own special dressing, and we can be able to identify that this one is an Arab person. Okay, elements of culture. Number 3, food. Each tribe or community and even country has a staple food. Like in Malawi, our staple food is sima. But there are some other countries, their staple food is spaghetti. Other countries, their staple food, rice. So we differ. Each tribe and community and even a country has a staple food. This staple food is different from each other. The staple food can be understood as the main food which is consumed by a huge number of people in a particular area. For example, as I've already said, in our country, Malawi, our staple food is sima. Therefore, food can also be regarded as another element of culture. Proceeding with our lesson, let us look at element number 4 of culture, which is music. Music is played, composed, and performed for different purposes. Music is played and it is composed and performed for different purposes. Different areas or places have different songs. For example, Indian songs are far different from Malawian songs, and we are able to identify that this is a Malawian song, this is a Nigerian song. But in Malawi also, we cannot just sing any song. Any song has a purpose. Songs that we sing in marriages, when there is a marriage celebration, wedding celebration, we cannot sing such songs when we are attending funeral. Even songs that we sang at funeral, we cannot sing those songs when we are celebrating. So most of the times songs are performed for different purposes. Element number 5 of culture, beliefs. These are traditional beliefs. The lifestyle of people can also be identified through their beliefs. For example, some areas people sacrifice to their gods when there is no rainfall. That's their culture. When the rain is not falling, they say maybe God is sad at us, so we have to do something else. We have to offer the sacrifice so that God should have mercy on us. Maybe the rain will come. So we differ in beliefs. Others, when the rain is not coming, we just say it's normal. It's how the weather is, the changing of weather. But others, they don't believe that. They say, no, this is rainy season and rain has to be falling almost each and every day. Yeah, so we differ in the way how we believe these things. Element number 6 of culture, dances. Culture is expressed in different ways in different areas or societies. Another way of expressing culture is through traditional dances. These dances performed for different reasons and purposes. An example of traditional dance in Malawi include ingoma. When they are dancing those things, they dance maybe for different purposes. So we differ in the way how people dance. Okay, good learners, that marks the end of our lesson for today. This has been Madam Patricia Manda. Stay home, stay safe. Remember to always abide by the precautionary measures against COVID-19. We care much for your life. Bye bye for now.